Story so far. Trailing the thief who stole the Elysian box, Luke and Layton board the Momentary Express. The decadence of the train, which is known as a cruise ship on rails, astounds them. Surrounded by the luxury of the Momentary Express, the pair begins their investigation. Alright, I think I already talked to him. Yep, that was the last puzzle we ended on. Up track. And they're like, oh, we hit a hint coin in here. And you weren't looking. Get out of here. What's up, Kylor? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, you ain't got nothing. Okay, you ain't got nothing. Go to the room. Now, what do we have here? My boy, my sweet little boy, you've got to do something right this instant. Search the entire train. Madam, please calm down so I can understand the situation. Oh, Inspector Chelmy, I had no idea you were on board. Well, if it isn't Mr. Layton, what are the chances, eh? Well, enough small talk. I have other matters to attend to, namely a missing boy. Seems this woman's child has gotten off somewhere. I don't suppose you've seen him around? No, I don't believe I've seen any young boys. My little boy wandered off and he hasn't returned yet. I'm simply at my wit's end worrying about him. Gentlemen, I demand that you drop whatever it is you're doing and help me find my boy. He's been going on like this for the moment, like this from the moment I walked in. I understand your concern, madam. My friend and I will be glad to lend you a hand in your search. We'll have the best chance of recovering your boy if we set out searching immediately. Yes, that's exactly what I just said. Now, go find my boy already. Tell him Mommy's worried about him. Seems the only clues we have to go on are the shoe the tyke left behind and his name Tom. I've tried to squeeze more details from the woman, but it's useless. She just keeps demanding I search the entire train. That is the smallest shoe ever. This is one of Tom's shoes? It's positively tiny, isn't it? Yes, I find it quite curious myself, Luke. What's strange is I don't think most children with feet that size can even walk yet. Oh, like a cat or something. Monsieur Tom. While riding on the Momentary Express, Babette's little boy, Tom, manages to disappear. The shoe he left behind is any indication. Tom must be a very young child. Where could a child that small have wandered off on his own? Alright. Y'all just like went with a flurry of stuff. Dang. There's no one here right now. Check back later. Puzzle. Certainly a surprise to see you on board, Inspector. May I ask what brings you here? During the investigation, we stumbled upon the late doctor's diary. Its pages detail the doctor's final days, which led me to this train. But since this investigation is none of your business, that's all I can tell you, Mr. Layton. Besides, right now, finding that lost child is my top priority. However, since all I have to go on is the shoe and a name, the search will be an uphill battle. Luke and I will be glad to offer our assistance in the matter. Oh, I'm sure you would. I've heard about you, Layton. Got quite the reputation for poking your nose into other people's business. But before I let you in on my case, show me your famous powers of deduction by solving this puzzle. E3 talk? Okay. Just like all of a sudden, like all this text is going by, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. A woman in a shoe store pays for a pair of $30 shoes with a $50 bill. Math puzzle, here we go. The clerk doesn't have change, so he goes to the shop next door to break the $50 bill. He then gives the woman her change. A while later, the clerk next door comes into the shoe store complaining that the bill she got from the shoe clerk was counterfeit. The mortified shoe clerk gives the other shopkeeper a $50 bill of his own in apology. Both the woman with the fake bill and the shoes she took are gone. In total, how much did the shoe store clerk lose in dollars? Dang it. Dang it. Okay. Let's write this down. So we got $30 shoes. It was paid for by a $50 bill. Okay. So the difference there is $20. Okay. Now, see, the shoe store clerk. The shoe store clerk is saying that he's losing money. So that's where the trick is. Goes to the shop next door to break the $50 bill. Then gives the woman her change. While later, the clerk next door comes to the shoe store complaining that the bill she got from shoe clerk was counterfeit. Mortified shoe clerk gives the other shopkeeper a $50 bill of his own in apology. Okay, so like the quick answer here would be $80 because he needs to pay for the shoes and he needs to pay the $50 of his own money. But it's a 25 picker-app puzzle. So the shoe clerk was basically given nothing. I'm gonna go with 50. I think I think this is one of those trick questions where like the shoes are worth $30, but it's one of those trick questions, you know? Like the shopkeeper lost $50. He didn't lose $80. He lost shoes and $50. So I'm gonna go with that. Value of the shoes counts on. Well, get bodied. Get bodied. Yeah. Well done. The shoes the customer made off with cost $30, and the change the shoe clerk gave her cost $50, bringing the shoe store clerk's losses to $50. That's not how I got there, but all right. The shoe clerk received $50 in real money. Then he swapped the fake bill for change, but had to return the same $50 when the counterfeit bill was discovered. This means these two transactions effectively canceled each other out. Oh yeah, well that was that was basically where I was going with it. Excellent. Wunderbar. It seems your fame isn't entirely undeserved. Nevertheless, this is my case, so I'll be searching for Tom alone. Search on your own if you like, but don't get your hopes up. Wunderbar. So I'm totally behind on stuff, but there was a lot of great things about E3. I will definitely say that. There's a Breath of the Wild sequel in development, which was cool. Final Fantasy VII looked real cool. Real cool. Excuse me, madam. Have you seen a small boy wandering around here? He would be missing a shoe. No, can't say that I have. I'd certainly remember if I'd seen a shoeless little boy. I see. Well, thank you very... Oh, but while we're on the topic of shoes, maybe you could help out with a little predicament of my own. Alright. Here's a maze that's made up of shoes. Your task is to travel from start to goal. You may only travel horizontally or vertically one space at a time, and you must alternate between left and right shoes every step. Also, you may not pass through any of the walls in the maze. Tap each space one at a time to highlight the path you want to take. If you make a misstep, you can deselect the space by tapping it again. Okay, okay. You were gonna say 100? I originally, like, that was my second guess, was like 80 and then 100. Alright, so we gotta start there. So, boom. So this is left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. That wouldn't work. So we could go, no, can't go that way. Although it does kind of... Can't go that way either. This won't work either. I could go here. Like so is what I'm looking at here. So we got left, right, 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 left. I'm gonna go with that.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Got it. Like a
A
boss.
true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Only messed up one puzzle so far. Good job. That was some pretty fancy footwork. Oh, color me surprised. You've got quite the noodle under that hat, don't you? You can treat the area between two shoes as the same side of a wall? Oh, well. Already just troubleshooted that one. I'm awfully surprised that a train as Lux. As this one could have an instant problem. Oh, yeah, I forgot about. Alright, nothing going on here. Gained 50 and lost 50 to the neighbor. Oh, you guys are still talking about that one puzzle. That one's a doozy. Oh man, I am dog food. What's the matter, mister? What? Oh hey. Okay, so I snuck into my uncle's room and borrowed his camera, right? Thing is, then I dropped it. I've been here trying to find all the pieces for like an hour, but I've only found one. That's quite a predicament. Yeah, and if word gets out about his wrecked camera, I'm gonna get major flack from the boss man. Whoa, brain flash coming. Dig this. I'm gonna give you this busted hunk of junk. You do with it what you want. Just get rid of the thing, will ya? Okay, catch you on the flip side. Hey, come back here. The camera minigame has been added to the trunk. You got a squarish part. Use it to rebuild the camera in the professor's trunk. Camera icon has been added to the trunk. Reassemble the broken parts of the camera there. To access this minigame, touch the trunk icon, then touch the camera icon. I'm guessing I need to find all the parts first. Drag the parts. Blah, blah, blah. Control the orientation and position of the parts with the stylus. Okay. Touch the center to drag and move it around. Rotate the part by tapping the edge. Fix the camera. Gather all 10 missing parts. Got it. What happens when it is restored to full order? Got one part, so we're gonna relax on that. Let's save. About that. What else happened at E3? I added some games to my games list because a lot of it was very interesting. I know you're itching to see what's behind that door, but you can't go backstage without a pass. What if we just took a really quick peek? No can do, little guy. You need a ticket to do that. I'll tell you what, your pal Sammy Thunder has a puzzle that'll take your mind off that door. Check it. Check it. Oh, no. An unknown number of people are riding a train. At the first station the train pulls into, 1/6 of the people on board get off. At the next station, 1/5 of the remaining passengers get off. This pattern continues so that the next stations, 1/4 get off, or at the next stations, then 1/3, then 1/2. Then at the final station, all passengers remaining on the train exit as well. Assuming no one got on the train during the ride, what is the fewest number of people that could have been riding on the train when it set out? Oh boy. Should I just give up now? Freaking hey, man. I don't know anything about fractions anymore. Do you know how often I use fractions in my workplace? Never. This is math. Super easy. I don't know this thing. I don't remember anything about fractions. So let's just take a guess. I got a minute or 2.5 minutes to figure this out, I guess. Make myself look even more ridiculous than I already am. 20 picarats. Okay, so if I could take a guess, okay, one could theorize if you added up all of that stuff, it would be 11, 15, 21. So that all equals 21. What's the fewest number of people? I guess you could say 6. Because if you have 6 people and 1/6 get off, then you have 5 people. And then 1 out of 5 gets off. You have 4 people, 1 out of 4 gets off. You got so on and so forth. You're left with 1 person at the very end who gets off. So I'm at 6 right now. Can I go any less than that? The 1/5 of the remaining passengers get off. This pattern continues at the next station. So that at the next stations, 1/4 get off, then 1/2, then the final station, all passengers exit as well. Nobody else is getting on. I'm assuming that a passenger A passenger has to get off at every stop, so I guess I'm gonna go with 6. I'm gonna go with 6. Let's pray for the best here.
Here goes.
Yeah!
That was
Can you
almost
believe
too easy.
it? Math puzzle! I did it! Good work! If you assume the train started out with 6 passengers, then only 1 person should have to get off at each station. This puzzle can be really tough if you don't remember to reduce the number of people remaining on the train at each station along the way. Yeah! Go me! And that's how that one goes. Well, show's over now, so move it, will ya? The folks in there find other passengers hanging around outside their door. I'm gonna get an earful. Let's go this way. Not you. Tammy looks like Howard Stern. So that's our room, so let's continue going this way. Easiest math puzzle in existence? Come on, man. I am not good at math puzzles. But when you say easiest math puzzle in existence, for me it's the hardest math puzzle in existence. What's this? Something's fallen behind those boxes. It appears to be a cap of some sort, but I don't think I can reach it from here. Maybe the cap belongs to Tom. We certainly shouldn't rule out the possibility. Oh hey, since we're on the subject of caps, have you heard of this one, Professor? Oh boy. A preschool teacher had everyone in her class close their eyes. While none of the students were looking, she slipped caps onto their heads and then said, "Okay, everyone, open your eyes and look at the hats all your friends are wearing. Whoever sees 4 or more people wearing red hats gets a red balloon, and whoever doesn't gets a blue balloon. In a class of 10 children, only some of the kids got a red balloon. Knowing this, how many kids went home with a red balloon?" Oh dear. Okay. Whoever sees 4 or more people wearing red hats, a red balloon. So I would have to think about this in the sense of 6 people could see 4 people with red hats. But it does say 4 or more. So theoretically, you could go... Oh no. Actually, if I go more than 4 hats, then the red hats can start seeing... Or the red hats could start getting balloons. Only some of the kids got a red balloon. Okay, so I guess the least amount of kids that can get a red balloon is 6. Because that would assume 4 people have red hats. Okay, so if 5 people have red hats, then I need to do this differently. All right, so if if 4 people have red hats, then basically everyone else looking at them gets it, which means it's 6. But if 5 gets it, that takes away. So there's 5 people that have blue hats, or 5 people that don't have red hats. So that's a 5, but then you have to count the people in red hats, because each one of them can see red hats. So that would be 10. So that means all 10 of them could get it. And I guess if you go further up from there, then it would always be 10. So with that conclusion, it would have to be only some of the people get red hats. So if 6 is the least amount that I can get, that's not some though, that's the majority. In a class of 10 children, only some of the kids got a red balloon. Whoever sees 4 or more people wearing red hats gets a red balloon. So with 4 people wearing red hats, 4 people get a blue balloon. Okay, everyone open your eyes and look at the hats all your friends are wearing. Whoever sees 4 or more people wearing red hats gets a red balloon. I'm just trying to make sure that the 6 number is not a trick, because it's the majority. Only 4 people are wearing red hats. Those 4 people get blue balloons. I guess I have to go with 6. I'll put in 6. I feel like that's the lowest number I can keep doing that. I feel like that's the lowest number I can go to.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Okay. That one, I felt like it was trying to trick me a lot more than it was meant to, I guess. That's right. Since you know only some of the children received red balloons, you also know that some children didn't receive them. If 5 or more children were wearing red hats, every child in the class would get a red balloon. And if 3 or fewer children are wearing red hats, no one would take home a red balloon. Therefore, 4 children must have had red hats, meaning that 6 children received red balloons. Got it. Got it. You guys are still going back and forth on that one puzzle? Rats, I was sure I could stump you with that one. Better luck next time, Luke. For now, we'd better return to searching for that lost little boy. Alright, yep, better get back to that. Now that you mention it, how do you suppose Tom managed to worm his way into such a little space? Good question. I thought you guys couldn't reach the hat. Alright. Just double check that there's no, like, camera parts or something. Because, you know, that would make sense. Well, we already found the hat. I don't think there's anything more for us here. Alright, fine. Just in case. You never know. Here we go. Only hint coins and puzzles are found from investigating the ruins. Okay. Wow, that flower vase looks like it costs a chunk of change. It's true, but lovely decorations really do wonders for a room. That's doubly true for flowers. Tell me, Luke, what do you think of these flowers like these? Get rid of this. Now for something on the flowery side. Of the 3 pictures labeled A, B, and C, one is actually the same as the picture on the far left. However, the image on the far left has had its contents flipped left to right and its colors inverted and changed to black and white. Of A, B, and C, which picture is the same as the black and white picture on the far left? Okay. Well, I need to look for similar things. So it's been inverted. So this needs to be black. So that's black on everything. The center needs to be not black. Okay, so that rules out this one. Okay. This center needs to be not black. So we're still in the game here. What else? Do this. So black, not black. This one, black, not black. What are the differences between these two? What's the differences between A and B? Oh, there's a dot here. It's not in this one. I don't see a dot here. So I'm gonna go with A.
Let's see if this works.
Let's go.
Layton's apprentice strikes again.
That's right. Image A is the same picture as the black and white picture on the far left. As shown above, pictures B and C have slight variations from the image in question. Yeah. Yeah. Philo says the game is wrong? We can go back to the puzzle. It is kind of confusing, you know. Nice job. Not all puzzles will be such a breeze, but let's keep moving for now. Rid of that. All right. Hey. Oh, take a look at this, Professor. It's food scraps, if I'm not mistaken. You suppose Tom wandered into the kitchen to grab something to eat? Well, it's possible. Though if that's the case, the child certainly is lacking in the manners department. This is totally an animal. There's no point in trying to trick me. Snork. How can she sleep at a time like this? I imagine she tired herself out, fretting over her child's disappearance. Come, Luke. The sooner we find the lad, the sooner we can put the poor lady at ease. Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting any more hint coins here. Alright, let's get this stepping.